Both candidates are the only ones running for Caddo Parish School Board District 7. Some would say this has been long overdue, and bettors can now download 6 sports wagering apps starting Friday. 12,000 Shreveport residents have applied for the program, but only 110 families will be selected. Jewelry, Christmas decorations, and so much more. Some items are even handmade. Many people have gathered in front of Harrison County Courthouse waiting for them to flip the switch for the lighting ceremony. The Jimmy Davis Bridge shut down temporarily due to some inspections and minor fixes. But with the federal program, we might be seeing some more renovations in the near future. Another key component in the bags is a special book series to help them understand the transition. Antibody therapy is being administered to COVID-positive patients in hopes of keeping them out of the hospital. It all started 2 days ago when Oleg Shesh was awoken at 5:20 in the morning to a loud explosion near his home in Kiev, Ukraine.
And the windows started to shake. I thought they were going to break. And so that was the sign of the beginning of the invasion.
Shesh says it is his first time ever witnessing something of this magnitude.
Early morning thought shouldn't be, where's the shelter? Am I going to make it there?
While he didn't make it to a shelter, Shesh was able to drive 15 hours to Lviv, the western part of Ukraine, where he met an independent missionary worker.
So people in central and eastern Ukraine who decide to flee their homes and their regions decide that the benefit outweighs the risk. Once they make that decision, they pretty much pack up a couple of small bags and start heading west.
Lindsay Blesson has been providing a place to stay for Ukrainians who are in transition and crisis, like Shesh. She says her home could hold up to 30 guests.
We just want to do whatever we can to ease their suffering in any way possible.
Actually, today, for the first time since 48 hours, I was able to take a shower. And only now that I realized that I hardly took anything.
Just one t-shirt and one pants.
It is heartbreaking to see them having to go through this.
Ukraine bans all male citizens ages 18 through 60 from leaving the country so that they can stay to fight.
I'm not a military guy, never been trained, don't have any skills.
Still, he's ready to fight for his country while desperately seeking for answers.
What have Ukrainians done? Did we attack any Russian cities? Did we shot Russian airplane? Did we even step on somebody's foot? Why is the Russian troops here?
Only thing I could just tell her, I was sorry. I was sorry.
Every morning, Jennifer Collins takes her puppies outside for some fresh air. But this Sunday morning was different. The grieving pet owner watched a man pull the trigger on Bailey, her 6-month-old brindle pit bull, who apparently was just trying to play.
He's yelling, cussing. I'm pleading, begging, walking towards the dog, trying to get her. I called her name one last time. She turned her head, looked at me, wasn't even barking anymore, and he shot her right in the head.
Collins says the shooter and Bailey were familiar with each other and played often, so she's unsure why Sunday was different.
Please, please, please do not just shoot her. Please do not shoot her. He's like, come get your dog. Okay, I'll come get her. Just don't shoot her.
Collins didn't get to her dog on time and blames herself for Bailey's death.
If I would have waited a few more minutes to bring her outside, this would not have been happening.
But she did get a chance to say goodbye after burying Bailey in her backyard.
I know I won't be able to come back here. Now that I know she's back here forever, I'm not going to be able to come back here.
Gary Chambers broke the internet with his marijuana smoking campaign, 37 Seconds, which gained over 6 million views on Twitter. In the ad, Chambers shockingly smoked pot, and his reason was simple.
We wanted to cut through the noise.
Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people. States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year.
Chambers, who is challenging Senator John Kennedy, did not expect his ad campaign to get that much attention. However, he is glad it did.
There are states all over this country, 19 states right now, that have legalized cannabis use, while people in Louisiana are still going to jail for it. And that's inequitable and unjust, and the federal government has the capacity to do something about it.
Chambers' other priorities include the economy. Louisiana is currently ranked 49th in the country for its economic performance.
How do we make that economy work for working class people? The minimum wage, how do we make sure that people have a livable wage?
Chambers faces Luke Mixon, another Democrat, but he is excited about his endorsement from State Rep Ted James.
I feel great about it. We're the only Democrat in this race that somebody has actually endorsed, that is a sitting elected official.
The Jimmy Davis Bridge is a high traffic area over the Red River, but it has been desperately in need of some repairs for decades.
It's rough. You can see chunks of concrete missing out of it. You know, I know a lot of people walk down here on Arthur Teague, and if you've ever walked down there and really looked up at it, it's a little nerve-wracking thinking how many people drive over that every day.
The Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development says roughly 25,000 cars drive on the Jimmy Davis Bridge per day. $100 million will fund changes for the next 5 years.
We all know as a community how much this project is necessary and how much everyone's been looking forward to seeing it really get the boost that it needs to move into the next step here.
But the repairs won't happen as quickly as people may think. The DOTD has to find the right contractor for the job.
We've already received some letters of interest from firms and various companies that are interested, and then we'll issue requests for qualifications to those.
In the meantime, local business owner Trey McGee is patiently waiting for this much-needed change, as he hasn't seen much over the last 10 years he's been in business.
And that'll give the people of Bossier and Shreveport some peace of mind. Crossing a bridge shouldn't be something that we have to worry about.
McGee also hopes with this newly renovated bridge comes new customers. Hundreds of local residents were up bright and early, waiting in their cars, filling the campus's parking lots, waiting to get their turkeys.
I heard about it by way of radio on the TV, and I think it's just so great that the young man has decided to give back to the community.
At first, the All-Pro Buffalo Bills cornerback and Green Oaks alumni wanted to give away 300 turkeys, but later changed his mind.
We actually initially purchased 300 from Brookshire's for his request. So a couple days ahead of us starting to get everything rolling, I get a text from Tre'Davious and he said, "Clint, let's make it 1,000. I said, 1,000 what? So he wanted to make it 1,000. He said, the city has given me so much, I want to give back to them.
Oh, you got one in there already?
But it was a team's effort. Brookshire's also donated side items like canned goods and stuffing.
So this little added bonus of not having to go out and purchase additional food to feed your families is indeed a blessing.
White's mother says Saturday's turkey drive was much needed, and she's proud of the outcome.
I can sleep good tonight, and I can wake up on Thanksgiving Day knowing that we fed 1,000 families.
It's a feeling that I can't give no mother, because you sending your child to school to learn, okay? But he get killed after school, so that's just like, Mama, you ain't do your job because you sent me to school and they killed me.
His final words to her:
I love you, Mama, I'm gone.
But January 27th was the last time she heard those words. Walker was gunned down as he walked home from school. Someone opened fire from inside of a car, leaving him dead on the ground.
My soul had went out my body and I couldn't find it. My baby just laying down there on the ground.
Like, I just can't believe my little brother gone. Like, no. Like, it don't feel real at all.
Ebony Hill says people are calling her son names, saying he was a thug.
I don't care what nobody blame me. I raised my baby right. I know the real. Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. I raised my baby right. My baby wasn't like this.